So again, I mean, he's got a wonderful catalogue of music, yeah, and he's a Rastafarian, yeah, Rastafarian, right? Okay, so you got Rasta, got Soul, Most High Jah, Hungry, which I really like that one, Hungry, Nabil Great Man with Jacure, Jah Give Us Life, Heavenly Throne, Thanks and Praise, Kingston Town Roots. The man's got just, he's just immense catalogue, right? Now another thing as well, a lot of these artists, yeah, we're mourning. I'm telling you, we're in mourning over what happened here. We're in mourning. And I joke thing, I don't draw a card upon people like that. The last time I draw a card upon Chucky, when Chucky passed away just like that. And I said, no. No, we don't joke around here. We come to certain things. We look into things. We draw a card. Right? So we have here, right? Look at this. I mean, Jamaica, I'm telling you. And let me tell you another thing, right? A lot of these artists, they pass away and they got no money. And it's so sad. It's so sad to know that people are putting such work and effort, right, into, they're gifted and they deliver a message. Whatever message you wish to do, you're doing your bit, right? It's fair. Look at just that picture there. The man had an energy with him, Oh, something about him. And apparently he was called, he had a name before, was Murder Killer or something like that. It was a really, I was kind of taken aback when I heard that kind of that title. Yeah, I was taken aback. I thought, oh, that's a bit harsh. You know what I mean? Like, you got a name, but he liked Bounty Killer, and I mean, come on, he's got taste. Who doesn't? Well, I'd probably be the man, don't you know what I mean? But look, we have fellow artists, promoters, and fans continue to pay tribute to conscious reggae singer Fanton Mojah. Yeah, right. And I mean, I wouldn't even go. No, is it? No, that surname, no. Yeah, but there's an area in Islington called Moncrief. Yeah. Anyway, even here it says his music reached far beyond Jamaica's shores, like many artists. It's not island wide. Fanton Mojah reaches global attention. So the singer born Owen Moncrief, yeah, Moncrief, he passed away on Tuesday, July the 14th at University Hospital of the West Indies after a period of illness. Yeah. It says here, I mean, the age is so sad. 49. How? I mean, didn't even reach 50. How sad is that? Hold on. Let me go back to this one because I might be getting a tinkle. No. Tea. Back in a minute. Yeah. Right. So this is fine9news.com. Pop over there, have a look if you wish. Okay. Wish. And you have, I mean, it's nice when you know, true peace. I mean, what a wonderful thing to say. Yeah, as I said, I can when you're addressed in certain ways and things are presented to you in certain ways. You know what I mean? It's respect. You know what I mean? It's respect. So look there. That's what is giving you true peace. By social status. So the evolution of persons, places, and things. Yeah, you let me know when you're ready. But I can see you on the thing. Yeah, one sec. Let me just text on him first before. Let him get his stuff together. You know what I mean? Because people have to. You know what I mean? This is some real, joke people. Them, you know, man. You know what I mean? We don't deal with no small powers and nothing. You know what I mean? When we go for few powers, joke powers, joke thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's go back up to a bit here. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can see you there. So you're ready when you're ready, yeah? I'm just saying, just let me know in the comments or whatever when you've set up yourself. Yeah, you're not up on the screen yet. All right. So it's a fanton mojah. It's about. Let's see where we are. Let me get up. Let me go. So we've got the tarot here. Yeah, let's go back a bit just to give you a little bit of a. We're talking, yeah, but let's go to about noon. Yeah. I'll put that up, man. Hold on. No. You all right? You ready? One sec. Let me put you on. I'm gonna put you on then. Yeah. 1 second. Let me put you up. See if I can hear you. Do a mic check there, Tar.
Mic check, mic check.
Yeah, man. Can I hear you loud and clear, man?
Okay, cool. Just give me a second. Just do your thing. I'm just trying to set up the visual for the cards real quick.
All right, brother.
Just give me a few minutes, just a few.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah. That's it. Take your. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've got, let me take my, but I've got my vest on, but I can't put that thing back on. It's too hot, man. It's so hot here, man. Well, no, that's looking too. No, I can't. That's, you know what I mean? I mean, like that. Try from the shirt. We can't. You know what I mean? It's so hot. What? Well, no.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. It's been hot.
Hold on, Tar. Let me take off your audio. One sec. Tell me when you're ready because I don't want to hear. Let me mute your mic, yeah? All right. So you're muted. Just let me know when you're ready. So let me take off my thing here. Right. So anyway, so we were speaking about noon, yeah. Okay. So again, when you're reading something and something says, listen to reason, as an intelligent person or as someone that, excuse me, play with mum. It's a habit, you see. And that's what it basically is. We're trying to, you have to kind of break a cycle. You have to kind of break away. This is my I had my sorrel tea and I put a little pinch of the bitters. This is from Ghana. Boy, I tell you, bitter, but I would have preferred if it was still intact. I feel it would have had more power. So anyway, let me carry on with this, all right? And so this fine 9 news, also known as Noone, pronounced Noone, yeah, is the original science of the universes. This science includes all sciences of knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. Hence, Noone, in its fullness, is the science of sciences, the pioneer of science. Science, which is knowledge, yeah, right, is the philosophy of reason. Let it be remembered always, and let it be known. Listen to reason. The sciences of the universes and nature in general, Noone, deals in origins of persons, places, and things. Because by knowing the origins of persons and things, one can trace the history, learn the nature of, and study the evolution of persons, places, and things. Knowing the beginning and ending of being is part of the knowledge, culture, and heritage of the Ethiopian race. Because we kinky-haired people have the answers within our makeup. All the Ethiopian race, members of the African race, has to do is mentally and physically seek and search and find for all answers to questions and all solutions to problems. So we have the writer of New Science. Listen to reason. People that this writer sometimes does converse with like to ask, where did you learn that, or what book did you get that from? It is neither important who the writer is by social status or by birth, nor what book he got information from. But what is important, and very important, however, is whether he writes is truth or falsehood, fact or fiction, knowledge or ignorance, rightness or wrongness. Honesty or deception. It does not matter to a positive person whether St. James or Jesse James wrote or spoke the facts, because facts, knowledge, truth, correct information have power and authority within themselves. They are strong enough to help liberate people from adverse and deceptive forces and make people free and equal. So if we back over to the left-hand side of the writing, yeah, and you have the Right Honourable Afro Unu there, yeah, the Messenger of Noone, yeah. So listen to reason, the science of the universes and nature in general, deals in origins of persons, places, and things, because by knowing the origins, right, can read on, but I've read that passage again. So, but in the books, there's a lot of repetition. You see, there's a lot of repetition. Yeah. So I'll carry on. There's a reason. I don't know why. You know, I was kind of a mistake, but there wasn't. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So by knowing the origins of persons and things, one can trace the history, learn the nature, and study the evolution of persons, places, and things. Knowing the beginnings and endings of beings is part of the knowledge, culture, and heritage of the Ethiopian race, because we kinky haired people have the answers within our makeup. All the Ethiopian race, members of the African race, has to do is mentally and physically seek and search and find for all answers to questions and all solutions to problems. The purpose of Noone is neither to belittle anyone's religion nor degrade his or her God. The purpose of Noone is neither to discredit any person nor group of persons or race of persons, nor disparage his or her forces of origins. The purpose of Noone are to disclose correct information and help counteract the grave nature ignorance, yeah, and evil spells that the negative forces of evolution, strange religions, and also alien cultures have heaped upon. One sec, you see, I'm telling you, why when you're going for things, you know, yeah, everything start happening. My bad, my bad. I should have had my. You see what I mean? 1 second. I don't want it to turn off my laptop. Right, 1 second. Turn that on. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you. Right, when you so where was I? So we have the negative forces of evolution, yeah, strange religions, and also alien cultures have heaped upon the Ethiopian race and caused this once great culture producing, culture giving, ethnic race to be in captivity mentally, spiritually, and physically, and economically all over the planet Earth. Let it be remembered, always be known. So we also have over that side there, right? So we've got Nunibus, yeah, like a is it? I wouldn't say a nickname, yeah. So you also got a co-writer here, yeah, Jipu Nupu. So he's a co-writer of Noone, yeah. What does that say? 20. Oh, he passed away. Is it? He passed away at 85. Oh my. So you know, look, wish we all could live forever. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate, but for me, 84, 85 is a good good age. Yeah, and to do to write such things, right? So we have a picture Tar Canoe who will be meeting the right honourable. I've also got, I tell you, right, my brethren Anut Bunu Nupu, yeah, on the right hand side. You also have a Nibu Riunu Nupu, yeah. We also have Karu Naru Nupu. We have Sister Marsha Ta Bunu Anets Nupu. We have Queer Arupu Nupu, yeah, right, right. So we have them. Let's go back up here. All right, so you know what I mean. True peace to all the Tolkien's, you know, right. Let's go back up here. So that's what. Let's leave that up there, and we're just waiting for Tar. So we'll let's wait for him.
The true peace. Yeah, I was trying to say it's Quira Upu. That's how you pronounce it. My bad. I didn't know my mute was on. Can you hear me?
Checking my
Testing.
Yeah, I'm coming, Tar. 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Tar. I'm here now. I can hear you, you know.
Oh, okay. I was saying.
But no, sorry, I put you on mute. So 1 second. Are you ready to? You okay now?
Yeah, almost 1 second. Let me come to your page real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
I can spread the because we alive. Where's the my notification?
Yeah, I know they're not really. I don't think they're kind of pushing that on my side. I don't know why.
Okay, I see it right
They're
here.
not really. I don't think they're kind of.
Hold on. I'll put it in my groups. Give me one momento.
Let me. I'm gonna. Let me unmute you. You see, unmuted now, though. Yeah. 1 second. Is that all right?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
So you can hear yourself, so you know that you. Oh, sorry. No, I've unmuted you already. Sorry about that. Right, I need an. Let me get myself. You get yourself. I'm gonna just fill this up with some more hot water. So I'll be back in a second. Yeah. So 1 second. Let me. Yeah. And look. Let's greetings one and all. Yeah. True peace. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So we're
awesome.
we have he's gonna introduce himself, right? I'm gonna make me wait till I go make my tea. Tar. Give me a second, yeah.
All right. So
and then you introduce what,
right.
yeah. But I want to sit here while you're doing it. I don't want to be away. But I'm just gonna make my cup of tea.
All right. Yeah. So True Me the Cosmic Peace, Kins and friends. It's been a while since we came together, and the Ken hit me up and said he wanted to do a reading on a Jamaican artist, rest in peace, that passed away. And he caught me at the right time. So, here we are. Like you said, this is our website. We got another thing too. If you look in the website, if you click on the little bars, we have a natural herb and soap section.
If you is that more?
Yeah. It should be like 3 or 4 bars.
Yeah.
Let me see skincare. Click on the skincare. There it is.
Skincare, yeah. Okay, yeah. That seems to be an updated. I didn't see that. That's great. Okay, we've got skincare, yeah. Okay, so we've got that up. It may take a while for you to see it, Tar. It takes a while for it to.
I can see it.
Okay, cool.
It's showing.
Right. Well. Okay. So we have the floor is yours, Tar.
Yeah, so it's just something we added to the site. It used to be separate, and the females, Tar, Buna, and Quira Upu had that separate from the site, and I was like, we should just merge it all into one site. We're gonna have a new site will be merged as well, and he got a business. Also, a restaurant business him and a close friend of his is working on. So we're going to conglomerate all that into one space eventually. And we'll go from there. So, yeah, I didn't even know you still was already on live. So you've been live like an hour or something.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry. It is what it is. What would you want us to start another one?
If you want, or we could keep it pushing.
Let's keep it going, and then I can always cut it. I'll do. Yeah, I'll do up my bit
Yeah, because I'm gonna cut it and give it to my wife. She likes when we get the readers and stuff.
So the moringa, sorry to cut you, Todd. The moringa is very powerful, you know. That moringa. So you got it in a capsule. So I need some of that, and I want some of that soap as well, and the honey bar. Yeah, all of that. Right. Okay. All right. Cool. I've got what I need to. Sorry. Over to you, mate. My brother.
All right. So okay, I see Tarbuna's in there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's in the chat.
Ah, okay. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, she at work. She said she was gonna chime in. So yeah, well, I finally got in here.
All 9, yeah, man.
So we're about to. So we can get to the reading. I just want to know. Let's get a. So you want to know? We have to get the questions down.
Right. So yeah, I have to ask you a question. You know, don't I? I have to ask something kind of direct, don't I?
Yeah. Can you see the cards on the screen?
No, I think you've taken off your camera.
All right, hold on. Let me try to go back. Let me see if I can.
All right. Yes, sister. Yes.
How do I log?
All right. Yes, man. 999. Yeah, man. Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, the floor is yours. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get my lighting right now because that's there we go.
You must have had the tripod pointing down in it or something.
You know what? I know what I have to do. I gotta share.
That's the one. Then I add it. Then I. No, you do your thing, man.
We just.
I know.
It's been a while. That's what it is.
True.
It's been a while. So now it came back to me now. But I wanted to say that, like Afron was saying, everything we need is in us. It's like it's when the universe and everything was made in the darkness, you know, everything was already baked in. The cycles, the seasons, all of that was already baked in. So it's not something that's outside of you. That's what Afron was saying. It's just that when you have these negative spirits that have been appointed to us by Leviathan, that those forces suppress our ability to go search and look for things. That's why he said that if you search and look, you'll find it because it's naturally built in at a certain time. Like when February 5th, 1962 came in, everything started to be released, and we eventually, you know, the change and the cycle started changing. It's just the spirit being is still buck dancing and trying to hold us back, and that's why we are having such a hard time, getting it together. And so, you know, I just wanted to add that when you read that, but I need you to give me a nice picture so I can add you to the website. You deserve to be on the website.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you very much. I don't know if I deserve to be there because I need my name. I don't know if we can get my name today. Get my name today. Get my name today, please. Help me because I need to help. I don't know how. I don't know where to start. I think I deserve. If I'm gonna, I would like to be given a name, please.
Yeah, the names. It's not just like you giving a name. It's usually we'll use the name you was born with and revolve it. It's been a while since I've done it. You have to send me your regular name, and then I will have to run it through my system. I got a system. I just got to go back and read the
Okay.
my
Well, maybe we
own.
could do that for another show then, if you wish, if you don't mind.
I have to sit down with a pen and paper, and I have to
Okay.
pull out the hieroglyphic system. It's a lot of stuff that come with that. I wish it was easier, but it's not. Then I'm out to put it down, break it down, put it in a document. Then I have to make a video and call it introduction to whatever your name will be, and that's how I
Okay.
feel
Yeah,
my
that'd be
video.
nice.
So make sure you just send me your name and through the WhatsApp, and then I'm gonna look at it, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
But until then, just send me a good picture of you, and we can make it happen. Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, True Beast King, what's going on?
We get my tea, man. Oh, yeah, I've got a picture. I've got a passport picture, so I'll send that over to you. Let me see. I might as well do it now. Oh, actually, yeah, I can send it from here. See, everything happened for a reason. You know what I mean, boy? I've got my passport picture. Oh dear.
All right, so we ready?
Yeah. Oh, let me mute. I'm gonna mute my mics. So
All
I'll
right,
let you.
sorry about that. So what's the question? So I can try to get the question right.
Well, what happened is I was listening to a video, and they were mentioning certain things about fanton mojah, and one of the things was, he liked the ladies and stuff like that. So for some reason, I'm sitting here and I say, I wonder if a woman poisoned him. If he was poisoned, for some reason that came to me.
All right. So what they say the cause of death was?
Well, the cause of death, I think it was heart. Let me go back and have a look at the So I will. Right. So phantom mojah, yeah, death. I think they said it was he had a short illness, so they're not saying what's what, yeah. So he passed away suddenly, right? I wonder if I can go. Can I share my screen? Oh, I should be able to do my screen as well. So we've got this. So we have passing away suddenly. It's not been released yet. What happened? I don't think.
All right.
So he said he's. Oh, sorry. Complications related to his heart.
But they didn't say exactly what. So it was heart related?
No. Well. Let me one sec. Let me put this. How do I share this? Yep, share that one. Let me.
How do you?
One second. I can pull up the report here. Yeah.
Okay. What was this?
The thing is, I don't want to take you off the. You see, I don't want to mess about with this thing. But what it says here, right? It says, so just 3 weeks before he was due to celebrate his 50th birthday, he passed away at the University Hospital of the West Indies after suffering complications related to his heart. So could we say, could I ask the question, did he die of a heart attack, or
okay? Well,
I don't know how to word it.
Was it complex? Let's see.
It says suffering complications related to his heart.
Okay, so let's see. Was phantom mojah's cause of death heart related? Phantom mojah's cause of death.
Yes, true peace.
Heart related. Yeah, that's
Nebu's
Nebo.
in the house, you know.
Mm-hmm.
My brethren, respect me, Dan. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's my brethren there. You see? Well, I tell you, we just come out and support each other, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of people I like, you know what I mean? We just come out the woodwork anyway. You know what I mean? I shouldn't say something like that about woodwork, you know. We don't come out the woodwork. We're here, but it's just we just come and, you know, it's all love. It's all love our thing, man. Nebu. My brethren.
We'll do a bottom of the deck. Yeah, let me get the royal ones.
Yeah, man. Love, brother. I'm gonna be quiet now because Tar's doing his thing. He has to get into his zone. Hey, Nebu, you want to jump up? Do you want me to send you the link? Let me put the link in there and you can jump up, man. 1 second. Let's do that. I'm sure Tar won't mind that. How do we do? Okay, share your referral link. Yeah, share it, yeah. Should be able to jump on. Is that it? It's in the chat if you wish.
So we're gonna do this. The same thing with the bottom of the deck. So this is what I'm gonna do. Make some room. All right, so I'm using 4 of Noone and then 4 of the traditional tarot. All right, so let me try to get this. Maybe this is too much light. No, it's not. Oh, let me cut this light. Okay. All right, so let's see. So this is the first one here. All right, so let's see what this says. This is the first one. And it is the circle and circle card. So this is deal with if you can see it, it deals with circulation. That's circle and circle. So we know the heart helps with circulation. If you can see that. You see the body and the veins? I can't hear you.
So that I'm looking at it on my own phone because it's too small. Okay, so we have yeah.
All right, so you see the body with the veins.
What I thought it was a body lying down. Is it?
No, it's standing up.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, it can, but it's the light is shining.
Hold on, let me cut.
It's a bit distorting it a bit.
All right, hold on. Here you go.
Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so it's upside down. So it says in the reverse. Is it one up here? Let me see. I'm gonna just read. This is a movement card that keeps life moving from one point to another by the powers of the suns and their blood, called ethers and known science. This card provides protection of life as it moves and shields person, places, and things from harm or various dangers. A card that keeps your organic life body regulated and safe from germs, diseases, and infects mental, spiritual, and physical by fighting off invisible and smallest invaders. So it's in reverse. So that means he was no longer protected. And we know that they saying the heart deals with circulation. So, but we can still keep going just to be more accurate. All right. So we're gonna move to the second one, which is the Queen of Wands, right? And it's in the reverse as well. It's showing y'all like it looked like it's in an upright, but it's not. So what it says pushy, demanding, overbearing, self-righteous, busybody, and bully. And the Queen of Wands, the wands represent the fire in the traditional tarot. And what was his zodiac sign?
Let me check. And he did a song called Fire King. So he was 3 weeks away from his. 1 second, let me go back to. Maybe I should have just used my thingy-majig.
The fire sign.
So if he, 1 second, let me put my let me get my thing up. I'm using Gemini, so let me ask it how it's quicker for me to use the Gemini. Not that one. No, not that one. Okay. Let me find it. Fanton mojah's age. Fanton mojah's age. Birth date. Birth date. So he was born August the 5th, 1976 in St. Elizabeth Parish, Jamaica. His name was born as Owen Lennox Moncrief. So August, would that be a Leo?
Yeah, that's a Leo. And look, and
he reminds me of a Leo because he's kind of like a kind of strong kind of character. You know what I mean?
Look, there's the Leo sign on the Queen of Wands card. So that's confirmation. So far it seems to be, and remember the blood is fire in the blood. You know, when you're warm and alive, the blood is warm. So we know that it's saying that this is a confirmation card. All right. Was he real big over there in the music?
Yeah. Not, I wouldn't say he was the biggest, but he had a large following. He was successful, I presume. I mean, as in, I'm sure worldwide people knew who Fanton Mojah was. His music must have reached a global attention.
Okay.
A global audience, yes, sir.
All right, so the next one is the Caesaron Ptolemy card in the upright. This person here, now this is interesting because Caesarion, who's the real Jesus, was murdered. He was not allowed to take his position as king because of the stuff that his mother was doing. And his mother, for lack of a better term, was a woman about the town. She had many lovers, Cleopatra the Seventh. So you might be on to something to why you asked me to do this reading. All right. So it says, real name, real Jesus Savior, part Phoenician Arab and Roman Pharaoh, and training heavy weight on your shoulders, radical revolutionary, highly spiritual, possessed by Tahuti and Melchizedek to do great miracles. In reverse is block rulership, loss of family, kingdom taken, denied by father's side of the family, hated, chased, betrayal by a caretaker, lied on, death used to promote false claims by enemies. But it was in the upright. So it's about, this here is mostly about, like I said, what happened to him being killed and his mother. His mother, like I said, is in history. She married at least 4 times, I think, and she had some of her lovers killed.
So it's fair to say she was a promiscuous.
Yes, very much so. But she was doing it to try to keep Egypt on top, but it didn't work because the cycle had changed. But yeah, I think she married her brother. I think she had 2 brothers. I think she married. I think one was killed in battle, and another one she had killed.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, we're seeing that if something happened in the blood, that's the first thing that came out. And then we got a confirmation that it was him because of the Queen of Wands zodiac sign is Leo. Let me see, Caesarion, because I think his birthday is in here too. Hold on. What is the zodiac sign of Caesarion Ptolemy the 15th? Okay, so he was a Cancer, June 21st to July. Okay. What was the zodiac sign of Cleopatra the 7th? Okay, she was a Capricorn. All right. So
like me.
okay, like both of us actually. So so we got both of those. So we got that. So we got a murder as the third card and promiscuous. You said he was a singer. He loved the ladies. So we got another confirmation, but it introduced murder now. Now we have the Page of Cups. All right, and the upright. All right, I'll show it this way so you can see it. These are the teenagers of the traditional tarot, and it says child, inner child, youthfulness, idealism, sensitivity, dreamer, inner voice, spirituality, psychic messages, happy news, naivety, crush, and admirer. So this is an immature card. So I don't know anything about him. And it has the moon and the Pisces on it, and it's an intuition card. So it's
1 second. Yeah. All right, but you ready? You ready to jump? Let's see if we can. Here we go. Oh, you could. Yeah, man. Sorry, Tar. If you don't mind, we have a guest here joined us. Introduce yourself, my brother.
True peace. I'm Ray. I'm Nebu Ray Uno Nupu. I'm a Noonebu helper. And I've been studying Noone going on 9 years. And I just been helping out and getting this information out to help break the spell of Leviathan on the Ethiopian race. True peace.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you for joining us. Back over to you, Tar.
all right. So now we back. Now we to the third one. And this one, True Peace Negro, if you didn't hear me.
True
peace.
Is the Universe Bone Marrow card. All right. And it's in the reverse. And you know that bones also is deal with the blood and all of that. But it's in the reverse. So it says supports life, fights off illness and infections, strength, generator, heals and seals wounds. In the reverse, leadership, war, courage, energy, passion, aggressive, explosive temper, competitive, ambitious, generous, and builder. So that's what that means in the reverse. So when it's upright, it's a health protective card, which it was in the reverse. So it's following the first card, circle and circle, that the protection that the blood and things were providing stopped working. And so did and it's being backed up with the bone marrow. And remember, the bones represent foundation. So when the bones go, that's like a building. Once you take the foundation, it's gonna fall. So, like I said, it's interesting that we have so far. It's murder involved. If the Caesarean card wasn't in there, and also Caesarean was pretty young when he was killed. And then we got the Page of Cups, which is the teenager, which is mean young. So it either, it's probably saying that he was young for his age, to die like that. But we still out in the water. We still out fishing. We're going to try to figure out what the next thing is. So now we're on the 6th card. Now we have the Ace of Swords in the upright. All right. And it looks like this when it's in the upright. So y'all can see it. So it's a cloud, a white hand, a sword. Sword represent thoughts and reason. And they also can represent a weapon. Then you have the king. You have the crown at the top for rulership and the wreaths. All right. So it was in the upright, and it says new ideas, new plans, intellectual ability, victory, success, mental clarity, clear thinking, breakthroughs, ability to concentrate, communication, realistic, true vision, force, and focus. So let me ask Google this, just to be on this side. I do this sometimes. Let me see. What does the Ace of Swords mean in relation to a heart condition in the upright?
The Ace of Swords in a health reading generally represents clarity, a diagnosis, or motivation to take control of your health. It can also signal surgery or making a decisive change to your habits. However, if the card is reversed, it can indicate confusion, misdiagnosis, or mental stress that is affecting your well-being. If you're managing a heart condition, it's best to consult with your doctor about these meanings and what they might mean for you personally. Did you have a specific interpretation in mind?
What does it mean if the Ace of Swords comes up in a reading of a person dying of a heart condition?
When interpreting such a sensitive situation, the Ace of Swords could represent a sudden, decisive change in their condition, or a moment of complete clarity about the situation. It can also mean that the person is mentally prepared for what's coming. However, it doesn't necessarily predict death directly, as that's usually associated with other cards. Would you like to know about any other cards in the reading?
No, but you did say that it represents a sudden change, and this person suddenly died. So I found that interesting.
Yes, that's true. The Ace of Swords can represent a sudden, decisive moment or change. In a health reading, that could manifest as a sudden breakthrough or a significant development, which does align with how the situation unfolded for that person. Did you feel there was another aspect of the reading that's...
So the Ace of Swords also represent something sudden, and it was a new beginning, because once you pass, that's a new beginning, because now he's going back to the spirit world, unless he was reincarnated right back. So that's represent confirmation. This Ace of Swords represent confirmation. He's in a new existence. All right. Anybody have something to say before I move on?
No.
Okay. This is the.
I don't want to. Yeah. After we'll have to do a review after, because obviously you've mentioned something there. That would obviously, but I don't want to stop what you're doing. So carry on, and I'm going to write down my notes.
Okay, so this here is the 4th card, the Universal Bladder card. Now, this is in the upright, and this is the Capricorn card in our deck.
That's me and you.
And I'm using the Dendera, which is the top of the the ceiling in the Dendera temple that Cleopatra actually had built. All right. I think her father started it and she finished it. So here we remember this. The Capricorn is also called a scapegoat in Christianity, because when they killed Jesus, he was a scapegoat for Christianity. So this is interesting as well. Another card, So, but it was an upright. It says water powers, storage powers, waste release, expansion, messenger, protector, barrier, in reverse, uncontrollable growth, infection, inflammation, burning mentally, spiritually, physically. And then look at this one, say bloody bacteria. But it was in the upright. So either way, it's a removal of waste when it comes up. So this one here, let me see. Because usually what I do is I'll take, even though our cards is not in the mainstream yet, I can still take a picture and ask.
You using Chat GPT?
No, just Google. Because the Google will take a picture of it, then I can ask a question.
Okay. What are you using? Google Gemini? Or just Google?
Just Google.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Reading in the upright in relation to a heart condition that resulted in death. So let's see what it says. All right, so in upright reading, the universe bladder card focus heavily on the concepts of containment, waste management, physical or spiritual barriers, and the process of intense pressure. When interpreting this specific card in relation to a heart condition that resulted in death, the card acts as a profound metaphor for structural limits in the body's natural boundaries. Upright, this card highlights storage powers and barriers in the context of a fatal heart condition. It points directly to the organ reaching its absolute physical limit. The heart, much like a vessel, can only withstand a certain volume of fluid pressure or structural strain before its protective barrier is compromised. It suggests a sudden or final inability of the cardiovascular system to contain or process the immense physical stress placed upon it. The final release of waste and strain, the card explicitly lists waste release and acting as a messenger. In a medical transition or passing, this symbolizes the final ultimate release of physical burdens. The body is no longer fighting to process toxic strain, fluid buildup, which often occurs with severe heart condition or pressure. Instead of upright, card reflects a profound letting go and an end to a mechanical struggle, the physical vessel. And that's following the first card that dealt with no more protection and the barrier and all of that. So that's bananas. So it's definitely dealing with an organ, because the bladder is a major organ as well, and it basically the waste wasn't working. So now we got the last card, which is the 10, which is the 9. Yeah, the 9 of swords in the reverse. And you can see it's a person sitting in the bed with their face in their hands as a form of it. And this is a worrying card and an anxiety card. Okay? So it's in the reverse, and it means light at the end of the tunnel, recovering, improving, letting go of negative stress. So that's pretty much what it's saying, that it is. Matter of fact, these two cards go together. The circle and circle card, because both of them is was in the reverse. My bad, put it like this.
Mm.
So that it's basically he let go. He didn't have a choice.
They go together.
They go together though. So his body had to let go of whatever was going on. So like you said, now we can ask the question, was he poisoned? Because like you said, it could have been that, because that Caesarean card did come up. So
Yeah.
so we can do a quick one on that.
Okay.
Was fanton mojah poisoned by a lover? Okay, one card already popped out. Let me do the other deck just in case. Let's right to the mojah. Poisoned by a lover. Okay, the Hierophant popped out. So let's see what the Noone card, the first is. Look at that. Nebu popped up.
Oh, snap.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh, only anyway, let me finish. I'm not even gonna say nothing because boy, today, I wasn't really fond of tarots, but I'm not joking. Today, what has happened there today? It's all. There's no doubt that
Yeah.
is something going on here today. Anyway, let me keep quiet. I don't know what, but look at the man come up there.
Right. Now, this is the whole card, and then we'll run the reverse, because I don't think I ran this one in reverse. It says value family life, help needy people, earns money, rulership, good communicator, busy reasoner, unique, rigidness, intuition, judgmental function. This one it gets a little negative. Judgmental functions, philosophical, overconfident, trust issues, law, contracts, diverse marriages. So that right there talks about that's more than one woman. Awakening, loyal, self-worth, and philosophy. All right, so I'm gonna read the other one, then I'm gonna run it through Google just to get an extra additive on it. All right, so the second card in the upright is the Hierophant. This is the Hierophant, which is a male card. All right, so we're gonna read what it says. It says traditional institutions, traditional values, conventional conformity. Look, marriage, commitment, religion, beliefs, knowledge sharing, social groups, education, knowledge, and beliefs. So we know most Rastafarian male singers are heavy into Rasta or something, some type of spirituality. They always talk about Jah being the ruler and the king. Also, it stands for respect as well. So now we have these two, and I'm not sure, but it does mention, women.
Huh. You see? You see?
So let's get a clarifier. Okay, clarify Nebu Reno Unu call. We got to clarify his call because his call popped up and he's a guest on the show. Let's clarify Nebu's card on was fanton mojah poison. Okay, we need some clarification. Because sometimes, the tarot where you have to follow it a little longer to get to whatever it is that's going on. So let's see clarification. The clarification on was he poisoned by a lover. Clarification was the need.
The sun just come out all of a sudden. The sun just come out. We're hot now.
Another sudden. Okay, come on, like okay. Now we got clarification is the 9 orbits mental contact card in the upright. This is a positive. This right here is one of my positive cards in the upright. All right, that's how it looks in the upright, which is the sun and the planet Wives. All right. All right, so let's see. It's a clarification. It's the original God, Son, original goddess, planets, and offspring satellites of creation. Ancient information given by Nupu and Zupu through the orbs via Noone science, pantheism, Sabaism, and religion. Visible guides in nature, space, matter, and time, mentality upgrade and downgrades, galactic family, all races reunion in Nupu's positive name and science Noone. Present memories and personality carried over life to life. So this is confirming that he passed, but it's saying that his memories will be kept alive. That is definitely a great sign right there. And
through the music, so maybe through his music, you'll be remembered. And could that be
that too? But positively, the fact that this came up behind Nebu's squad, it's still a positive because it's mentioning because Nebu is a bladder, it as well as a Capricorn, our signs of bladders. So it's just removal, and it's basically like you get another life. You understand? Even though he went out a certain kind of way, these cards are still saying he's still going to be good. The fact that these cards showed up is promoting that he's going to be remembered. And his memory is not just through the music. His memories will be carried on to the next life when he reincarnates again. He'll remember. All right, so let's do one more clarification. Let's get one more for the traditional tarot to clarify. The Hierophant card was he poisoned by a lover. Whoa. 2 cards fell out. So I'm going to take those and they're upright. So the first one that came out first is the 8 of Cups in the upright. All right, which is the moving on card. Now it says abandonment, abandoning plans, walking away, letting go, traveling, escapism, reaching limit, self-analysis, self-discovery, introspection, looking deeper, withdrawal, disappointment. All right, so that's pretty much everybody who cared about him is hurt, upset, disappointed. But it sounds like moving on, it just seems like it was his time to go. That's what it seems like from what I'm getting.
Okay.
Right? So now,
which is acceptable. Acceptable.
Right. So now we have a decision. This card came up. This is the 2 of Swords with a female blindfolded with 2 swords, which represent choices. But that's how it looked in this upright. All right. So it says stalemate, truce, sitting on the fence, crossroads, difficult decisions, painful choices, stressful decisions, opposition, facing the fear, being torn between 2 relationships, divided loyalty. So for my expert, I don't see anything that's really pointing to that. 220. So let me see this. Let me see.
Well, that's good. In a back, for me, that's.
So let's see. Yeah, because it's all about moving on. And like I said now, and I can't really make none out of the female blindfolded making the decision. It's really not saying that. It's just something to stalemate. It's a truce, sitting on the fence, crossroads, difficult decisions. So it just happened all of a sudden. He wasn't already in the hospital or nothing like that.
Well, the reports are, well, again, it's early days, but there wasn't any report that he was sick before, and he suddenly passed away due to complications with his heart, you know.
So unless something else come out later on, we can always revisit it because you know it takes a while to get the final. It seemed that it was his time to go. What he may have been doing to cause his body stress, that remains to be seen.
Well, it's not. I mean, being a musician, even you know, they put their body under so much pressure. I mean, it's not something easy to do, to go on a stage and, you know, you're singing out. I mean, if you're playing an instrument, it's the same thing. Like Louis Armstrong, for an example, you're blowing a trumpet or you're blowing a saxophone. It's a lot of pressure you're putting your body under, and plus you're traveling, and you know, all the stress, or you know, you're not taking care of yourself. There's all kind of issues that can come with being a star, like a musical star. So it's not unfathomable that someone can just pass away like that because they're putting their body under extreme pressure. That's the way I look at it.
Right. So that's what I got from that so far. Like you said,
I'm so happy about that. It's nice.
Yeah. So once you get if they put out more and it doesn't, whether they say it was something different or the same, we can always come back and revisit this.
But at the moment, we can say he passed away, and he there's a positive that he's passed away. He's, you know what I mean. Nothing fishy,
right?
And you know, even though we're mourning the loss of someone, but sometimes when it's your time, it's your time to move on, to, as you said, reincarnate or to whatever.
Right.
So,
okay. And that's what I get. You know, the Ace of Swords is always a good card to get, and so is the 9 O's mental contact card. Nibu card popped up. The universe card, all that. It seems like it was just a body. His body failed because it was supposed to. That's what we're getting out of it. And then they said he moved on, and it's saying moving on, and that's, to me, that's natural occurrence. Whether the spirit being caused it or not, spirit beings are still part of nature, and that's part of their job, is to take human beings out. So I don't see nothing fishy. No, just the Caesarean Ptolemy card is a little sus, but I think it's more about his mother and how she was acting sexually, in the fact that fanton mojah was a ladies' man. That probably is why that came up. Yeah, because Caesarean was a pharaoh in training, and he was an artist and a music artist. It had nothing to do with him. Like, it'd be different if he was like running for president or a high seat in Congress. We could say, okay, something stopped him from taking his position. But this is outside of that. I think it was a good reading. The reading is saying that he was, you know, he had to go. His journey ended. But like I said,
his mission was completed.
Yeah, his mission was completed. And like I said, the best cards in this deck is the Ace of Swords, Nibu's card, because it deals with character as far as family, helping people, earning money, stuff like that. Regardless of his sexual appetite, that's between him and the females. You know, we can't judge that. He have to be judged by his belief system. That's how that works. So if he's a roster, however rosters judge that, that will be the rules he will be found judged under that. So outside of that, the 9 or cards came in, and like I said, those 3 cards are the best cards in the deck.
Okay.
In this reading, the best cards. The rest was just natural, and it talks about everybody else. It was telling everybody else, y'all got a decision to make. You know, a truce, sitting on the fence, because that's what happens when death happens. A lot of times, people don't know which way to go. Should they get angry? Should they go drink? Should they go find somebody to beat up? Should they just throw their life away? You know that. So this is speaking to everybody around his family and further out who cared about him through his fans. I don't think this is a bad reading. I think it was celebrate him, keep his memory alive, and move on, because he moved on. So that's complete reading right here. So what y'all got to say about that?
I'd like to give the floor to Nebu. Please carry on, sir. Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say the cards speak for itself, especially when you get the hang of how the spirits work. Your answers get, you know what I mean, your questions get answered. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing how to work with them, they'll work with you.
Yeah. That's it. So,
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's kind of yeah, I feel really good what happened. I mean, there must have been a reason. Well, obviously that came up into my mind, and that's been laid to rest now. You know, that poisoning and stuff like that, because I got, you know, when it comes to relationships and stuff like that, and I mean, especially Jamaica, there is a few things that seem to really take people out, you know, and you know, having multiple partners and you know, being in a love triangle and all these kind of things, you know. So I've been corrected, and it won't be the first and the last, and I'm just happy to know that Phantom look, I would be selfish enough. I didn't want him to go, but when my time is, you know, and I'm ready for that when it comes. But it's nice to know, even though in my mourning or my loss, I can say, well, his mission was completed, and celebrate what he had done. You know, and for me, he was a real. I haven't met him, but I saw him in real life, and the guy had such a energy to him, you know, and I mean, he's going to be hugely missed, and rightfully so. Right. So we'll make sure we'll honor, you know, I'll you know, honor him, and he's somewhere, he's doing his thing.
Yep. And so that's the best a person can hope for is a legacy. I think one of those, not for everybody, but for the most part, for people to come into this world and nobody know you ever was even here. It's kind of like a waste of even eating out all those sperms to be born. To do nothing is definitely a waste of nature's time. So like he did that. He left something for people who need to listen to his music to get whatever message they may get to take them to the next level. Then he did his job. He lived, most entertainers live 10, 20 lifetimes at one time. Some people don't even get a fraction of that.
Yeah.
You know, that's how the Zoot does. The Zoot steals other people's lives and give it to small groups of people and allow them to outlive everybody else and have more money too. So that's the Zoot doing that. But he was able to get something out. I'm pretty sure he did the best that he could. And actually, I was glad to do reading. I got to get prepared. Me and Anoop supposed to be doing something later on, but I can't catch him. so we can get with the sibling around 2:00. But
All right. So yeah, we'll meet up again later on. I'll rest up myself, and then yeah, that you know, I'm so grateful for you doing that, Tar. You know what I mean? I mean, you dropped everything, and
right,
you know, so it's a lot of respect there, man. As always, and if I needed my kins, they're there. You know what I mean? And as Tar said one time, he said, you know, even though you feel like you're alone, don't worry, man. We're right on by your side. You know what I mean? So. You know what I mean? And I thank you, Nebu, for coming up. And then your card, that done me. That done me. When that popped up, I said, no. I said, boy, that one, man. That one hit me. And I said, no. Because that weren't planned. He wasn't planned to be here.
right.
Me and Tar never planned to do this.
That let you know how.
And start bawling my eyes out like a baby. You know what I mean?
And it confirms because all of us are Capricorn as well.
Yeah.
So that's the Capricorn card as well. So that was.
So that's the connection between me and you, because we're both Capricorns, isn't it?
And Nebo is too.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Trying to talk to me, man. What? We're all Capricorns.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
That goes to show you how powerful the positive forces of nature are.
So there we go. And
that's very poetic, you know what I mean? And it is so true, you know what I mean? It's very well put there. I mean, honestly. Yeah, so let's wrap it up then. And then I mean, what more can we've already done our conclusion, we've done our tarot cards reading, and so it's up to if anyone else would like to say anything.
Yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna be in touch. Oh, send me your picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that when I come off here.
Right, send me a picture and some of your skills.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that in the description because everybody, you already, the fact you accepted Noone, that's automatically known. But we just want to add some other things that you are good at, and
okay.
that we people can have some idea about you. And give me your YouTube as well. I'll put that in the description.
Oh, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Yes.
All right, so I'm out of here. True peace.
True peace. Thank you for coming, Tar, and true peace, Nebu, man. Love, man. Love, everyone. Love. True peace.
Yes.
We're out, man. Yeah, Nupu. We're out. Yes, kin. Yes. Yo, Ethiopians, rise up, man. Get your head right.